So, the topic of light and love and goodness and all those ideas has become very relevant to me recently through speaking with other people. Um, and basically, it's been pissing me off. Um, I mean, frankly, it's bullshit. And basically, I decided that rather than getting pissed off about it, I'd do something about it because I realized that what does it say about me that I am getting pissed off about it? Why would I react to it that way? Other than, you know, it the fact that it's saying something about me. The fact that that same principle exists within me of, just wanting to be good and to present myself as a good being and nice and a good friend, friendly, I don't, all that bullshit. Um, really just to please others and maybe even please my own idea of what I want to be. But really just shows that I'm getting caught up in the whole polarity of the idea of right and wrong, and that it's good to be good. It's not good to be wrong. I mean, so basically, the first place I started noticing all this shit primarily was in my family members. People, it's the first place where a lot of people will insist that they love you and that they care about you. And to, to a degree, I always thought this was kind of, I always thought it was pretty questionable. Um, Now I just see it as total bullshit. It's like this. You have the same family members that are saying they love you and they care about you that turn around and um, talk shit about you, or or in some cases simply just don't treat you that well. They show that your interests are not important to them. And it's just the complete deception of it all, of saying, we care about you, but it's not about you, it's about them. It's about wanting to be a good being, and in the eyes of others, and again, maybe in their own eyes, present themselves to themselves as good beings, and why would someone need to do that? Why would someone need to reassure themselves that they are good? Why would that belief within the mind, within their minds have to exist unless they were really just doubting themselves and for a very obvious reason had something to prove to themselves or to others? It's just hitting me what what total bullshit it is to be able to take a look at this world and um, everything that we're creating and everything we're directly responsible for, and then to turn around and say, but no love exists. And I mean, in the face of all that shit, and I mean, it's fucked. If you're not familiar with this, Jesus Christ. I mean, how self-dishonest can you be not to really see what's going on? And so you turn around in the face of that and act as though good still somehow exists, as though love somehow still exists, when we're all equally responsible for all this shit, you know? It's separating yourself away in a lot of ways from the shit, because you're saying, oh, someone else is responsible for all this shit. I'm living love. You know, I'm living in a good world. I'm a good being. And I'm not responsible for that shit. I'm not equally responsible for that shit. We are. We're all equally responsible for what's going on, and we all are required to take self-responsibility. And that doesn't mean going out and becoming a fucking activist. And, you know, like, don't start getting all these ideas in your head about, oh, does he mean going out and doing this? No. Taking responsibility for your world is realizing that you are one and equal to all that exists within your world. Everything. And the way it's always existed. And it's that who you are, who we all are, and all accept and allow ourselves to be within ourselves as what we are, is literally what makes up this reality and the experience that we have of it. And it's always been here. So there's nothing to go out and do. There's no fucking, activist, charity work, whatever. That's always been here. And it's never made a difference. Observe that. It's never made a difference. And so all that's required before we can actually start living, before we can actually start loving, is to simply stop. Stop everything that is here. Stop all the shit. And that's only able to be done by stopping yourself. Because that self-dishonesty is everywhere. It's what I'm talking about now. It's who we exist as, which is beings that are apparently of light and apparently of love and joy, when it's like we have no fucking idea what it is. Fuck, half the time we put on this mask of I'm happy and I'm doing well and I'm joyful just to I don't know, get by, to be accepted by others, to not have others ask questions. I mean, I'm kind of looking at it now. I mean, I do understand it because I live it. But I'm looking at it now from a point of I don't get it, because I'm realizing it doesn't make any fucking sense. It's not making anything better. It's like we're just lying to ourselves, saying that we're making things better when we're not. So we believe things to be okay while they just keep getting more and more fucked up. What a recipe, While things get worse, pretend you're doing something. So that not only are you not doing anything, but you ensure that you will continue to not do anything because you believe you are doing something. So this is what I'm realizing I have to do, is to stand up, start being self-honest, self-aware, and just start being true to myself. Just be honest with myself. That's really all we have to do, because it's what we never have done. It's the one thing we've never done.